Of all the sentence types, introducers are some of the easiest to write. They also make your writing sound much more complex and improve your sentence fluency. An introducer has two parts: the incomplete part of the sentence and the complete part of the sentence. You already know how to make a complete sentence. That's a sentence that has a subject and a predicate and a complete thought. Let's look at some ways you could add some extra details to the front of your sentence to create an introducer. The easiest introducers to make use prepositional phrases. Remember, prepositional phrases tell time, direction, and location. We looked at those when we hid the blocks around the room. If you want, I have loaded an extra video about prepositional phrases that you can use to review what these are. Here are some prepositional phrases you could add to make an introducer. Start with the sentence you want to improve. Here's the sentence, she tied her shoe. Maybe we want to add extra details to that and turn it into an introducer. So let's tell where she tied her shoe. You can add that to the beginning of your sentence. In front of the stove, she tied her shoe. Before school, she tied her shoe. Near the door, she tied her shoe. When you make introducers, always stop and listen to where the pause is. That's where the comma is going to go. Sorry, I don't know why I moved that. All right, so your comma goes after the prepositional phrase, and you can also hear the pause where it needs to go. Another way to make an introducer is to add an ing word to the beginning of your sentence. Let's look at these examples. Here's your sentence, Snow White cleaned the kitchen. Now you can add some details to the beginning. Singing to herself, Snow White cleaned the kitchen. Do you hear the comma pause as well? Singing to herself, Snow White cleaned the kitchen. Here's another one. Holding his hand, she skated around the rink. You can see here's the sentence, there's the piece of a sentence, and there's the comma where the pause goes. Although these aren't used as often in an expository essay, you might see some introducer sentences that look like this. Here's the sentence, I will, I won't, give me that. And at the beginning, you might hear someone use no or yes, or maybe say someone's name to get their attention, usually to give a command. Notice that all of these sentences still need that comma pause. Yes, I will. No, I won't. Cassie, give me that. You're only going to need a comma after a name like this if you're using it to get attention. To review, you have learned 3 different kinds of introducer sentences. Introducers that start with a prepositional phrase, that start with words that begin with ing, and sentences that begin with yes, no, and a name for attention. Another way to make an introducer is to start a sentence with a subordinate conjunction. This is my favorite kind of sentence because it makes a complex sentence. I don't think it's a good idea for you to learn the 4th way today because it is a little complex. So I think you should take a break here. Before you learn the 4th way, see if you can use some of the other 3 ways in your next essay. Don't forget to upload some pics to your blog. Then watch part 2 of the Introducer video series and learn how complex sentences can make your writing really stand out.